Did you know that it is illegal to take somebody's stuff and sell it as your own without their permission? You are utilizing somebody's logo or character or sports team or whatever. You're using somebody else's, some other company, somebody's stuff, putting it on your stuff and selling it without their permission. Trademark infringement. Now, if you're doing this and know about it, then you just have no integrity. If you're doing this and don't know about it and you're just finding out right now, welcome to the suck. It totally sucks. I get it. The amount of dollars that I could make selling, Marvel stuff and selling sports team stuff is crazy. The amount of dollars that I've turned down is crazy. So like I said, welcome to the suck. So how can you get around this stuff? I'll use the NFL as my example because that's just what I looked up and that's what a lot of people are selling. And we're in football season right now. So you see the flags on Facebook Marketplace with, the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know why you would be looking for a Cowboys flag. But the Denver Broncos flags are going to be all over the place. And Denver Broncos, cups and Yeti coolers and all this other, you're going to be seeing all that crap everywhere. So let's dig into the football trademark licensing agreement stuff. All right, so the trademark to every team is owned by the NFL. Some of the trademarks owned, the words Pro Bowl and Super Bowl, the logos used for the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl, names and nicknames of teams, the design of their helmets and uniforms, colors, emblems, and symbols. And these are just some of the trademarks that are owned by them. And this information is found on a variety of places. I'm looking it up at upcouncil.com. Unlike other industries, the NFL does not offer licensing to small businesses or hobbyists. Here's just some of the criteria that has to be met before a license will be issued. Proof of business experience totaling 3 years. You got to pay them $100,000 up front. A commercial insurance policy that's in the millions. Obviously, you got to demonstrate your product is of high quality. Anyway, the big thing is the $100,000 that you got to pay up front. So you say,
well, I'm a small business. I'll never get the approval to utilize, any of the NFL logos or anything like that.
I'll just do it anyway.
Well, what you should understand is the NFL will likely shut down whatever store you're running. You'd probably be forced to pay the NFL any profits that you made utilizing their logos. You'd have to surrender the rest of the products or destroy them. And there's a potential that you'd have to deal with a trademark infringement lawsuit. I'm not a lawyer, so whatever that entails, but I don't have the money to go through a lawsuit, and I'm doubting a whole lot of other people do either. But those are potential penalties for utilizing trademarks that don't belong to you. And I'm not looking it up, but I'm sure Disney and DC Comics and, the MLB, the WNBA, I don't know who's making those, NHL, sports teams, sports organizations, all that stuff. They're probably all pretty much the same. Well, you might be saying to yourself, well, on Etsy, I'm able to buy, 5,000 SVG packs of Disney princesses or Marvel characters or, NFL logos or whatever. And so I can buy those for $2.50 and put them on whatever I want. Well, no, you can't, because you're still utilizing those owned properties. So the person selling those is also not allowed to sell those things. If you want to utilize stuff, there's a whole agreement. There's it's all legal stuff. If you're just buying it and for $2.50, and that's not the way this works. A easier way to utilize sports team logos on your goods is to get in with your local high schools and your local colleges or state colleges. For me, I went around and asked all the local high schools how much they were charging, for an agreement so that I could sell their logos on my products. Nothing. They don't charge me anything. I don't even have to sign an agreement. I can just do it. What wasn't free, but I'm still able to utilize, is the University of Wyoming's logos and colors and wording and all that good stuff. So I'd go through an application process with them, sign a legal agreement, pay them money, and every product that I make has to be approved through them that has one of their symbols or logos on it. Not a big deal. It's not super expensive, but that's because I'm in state. Where it gets more expensive is trying to do out-of-state colleges. If I wanted to be able to utilize the University of Nebraska's stuff, I live, 20 miles from the Nebraska border. It's something like 1,000 or 5,000, I don't know. I haven't checked lately, but it was really expensive for out of state to be able to utilize their logo. But that's something you need to look into. You need to do your own research for how much it's going to be for you. Maybe some places in state is going to be more expensive than what it is for me. But you have to do the research. You can't just go willy-nilly doing things left and right. Hey, if you got something out of this video, if you wouldn't mind liking or subscribing, sharing, maybe comment below your experience with trademarks and what it's like in your state or your area. Also, I got links below to my Amazon store if you want to check that out. It's got the tools and stuff that I use on a daily. So I appreciate you. We'll check you on the next one.